It was all connected. All the dreams were connected. How freaking cool was that?
I literally called out my reaction because I never noticed this, but you did in your reaction.
I
episode
did.
2, the
I
different
noticed
shirt.
it. Yes, I did. I noticed it, and when I saw him like enter like in that first episode, I was like, "Hold the fuck on!"
I literally was like, "Oh my god," because I didn't clock that at all. It went right over my head. But I was like, "Wait!" I remember watching Emma's reaction, and she's just talking about the shirts being different. I'm like, "This is why," because it was Pun's memory.
This is why. I completely forgot about the different shirts, and then when he popped up, I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I think I don't even remember if I said I remember saying there were different shirts, but like I was like, "Holy shit! It's all fucking connected." This was so good.
This is like so well written. That whole dream sequence answered everything we asked.
Every single thing. Like I was like, "Bro, this too? Like what the fuck?"
Like we even found out that Feratu was the one who put the curse on Rimmel in the first place.
Yep.
So we found that out. We learned about the shirts changing and all of his like dreams and how, because in the last episode, Pun said, "Lead me to you," and Rimmel did that.
He did that.
It's almost like the first like handful of 4 or 5 episodes were all from Pun's like memory perspective almost.
Yeah.
And that's so interesting.
It's so interesting. I say it in my reaction, but it was giving to my Star 2 flash forward vibes. How like at the end of the season 2 of To My Star, we were like, there was a flash forward the whole time.
It was, because it's like messing with the like the timeline almost.
Yes. Oh my fucking hell! This was so good. This was so good.
So good. Anyway, before we dive more into that and talk about how great this was, how was your week this week?
Absolutely horrible. I have been my muscles like horrendous, like absolutely horrendous. I think they're still spasming now, which is like really stupid. Like it's been like a fucking week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, can you fucking stop? Like it's usually not lasted this long before, which is annoying. And I think part of that is because I kept working throughout it. Like I kept like sitting at my desk and filming and all that. And I was like, I really should give myself a break. So I postponed the rest of my week's videos, and I started to lay down a bit, and I feel like it might be kind of getting better. I took some muscle relaxers before this anyway, because I feel like it's worse when I sit, which is stupid, because now I can't do anything. So I had to call out of work one of those days, which means I get less money this week. That was really, really fun. It's just so much fun. Yeah, it's been kind of shit. It's basically been what's been happening. I've been injured and laying in bed, so probably nothing. Like there. Oh, I forgot to mention, like 2 weeks ago, 911 is out. Season 9. Like this is how not seriously I'm taking.
I was gonna say, I'm shocked that you're so late on this.
I know. I usually am like, hey, did you hear what happened? No, like, cause it's just they're going to they go to space. They go to space. Why are they in space? They're fucking first responders. Why are they in space? And the most recent episode like showed them in space, and like shit was going down, and I don't know. I was like, okay, great, but like honestly, I don't know why. I'm just like not. I'm like connected, but I'm not connected. Like I'll watch it and I'll be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and then I'll finish it and I'll go, all right, back to whatever. I guess like I'm invested in the moment, but like outside of the moment, I feel like I'm being. Whenever I'm not watching the show, it reminds me that real life exists. And when real life exists, it makes me think of like the writers and producers and stuff, and I'm like, well, fuck you. Like I'm so like pissed at them for like one like teasing Buddy for like 5,000 seasons and never doing anything with it, and 2 for killing Bobby when for realism when they've just now been sent to space. So like I'm like every time I'm done watching the show after like an hour, I like leave and I go. Like I just I feel so like disconnected like with it at the moment. I'm still watching it every Friday, but I hope something fucking happens. I hope Bobby's alive. Bobby wrote it. I feel like he's alive still. I'm never letting that go. It's all right. They went to space, whatever. They're still in space. It's like a 3-parter or some shit. It's just been laying in bed and trying not to cry kind of week. So, how are you?
I mean, not much. Same old, really. Anyway, hello, Hot Vibes. Welcome to our recap of Revamp The Undead Story. Oh my.
Oh, there was one more thing that happened this week. I completely forgot about it. How did I forget about it? I'm so fucking dumb. It's been like a roller coaster of a week. Do you know Dan and Phil?
I've heard of them. Wait, you made me read the hamster fan fiction.
Oh, okay. I didn't make you read fucking anything.
Yes, you did. Yes,
no,
you
I
did.
fucking didn't.
Yes, you
no,
did.
No, I fucking don't put your fucking words in my mouth. I said don't read the. I
but
said
you made me read it.
It was the milk fic, wasn't it?
It was the hamster one.
It was called the milk fic, but there's a hamster in
milk?
it. It's called the milk fic, and there's a hamster.
Oh,
in
what?
it.
I thought it was the
hamster.
all I remember is the hamster part. Wait, no, wasn't the hat fic? Why I think there was a hat involved.
There are a lot of different fics. Let's put it out there. But with Dan and Phil, it was the milk fic, so I don't even know if that.
I thought it was it's the one with the hamster.
It's maybe it does include a hamster. I don't know. Honestly, I never read it. I just stayed. I heeded everyone's warnings. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You made me read it on the podcast.
I fucking didn't. I didn't fucking make you read it because I didn't read it. I heeded everybody's warnings not to read it, and I said, "Don't read it. I've heard shit, and I don't want you to read it." And you went, "Well, I'm fucking gonna."
Well, you tell me not to do something, I do it. I made a whole ass meme post this week because people got mad at me for hating a fictional character, and I used the Office meme where it's like, "Stop hating this character." I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna hate them harder now. I did a whole post about that, literally like yesterday. You should know by now. If you tell me not to do something, I'm inclined to do it. Okay. So yes, you made me read the fanfiction. Continue.
Oh Jesus Christ! Actually, speaking of,
oh my god.
No. This is part of it. Speaking of. Okay, you know, so Dan and Phil were like a real person ship, like a real RPF, right? Like they've been YouTubers for
RPF.
Yeah, RPF, real person fic. So they've been YouTubers since like 2009. I think that's when they made their first.
Yeah, no, I've heard of them. I'm familiar with. Not, yeah. I don't watch any of their stuff, but I know of them.
I was like at my peak fan of them in like 2017, 2018. And for like most of their YouTube like career, they've been like shipped like nuts because it's like they're roommates. Oh my god, like da 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 da. They just came out with a 45-minute video this week, saying that it was real the whole time. They've been together for 16 years, and I swear to fucking god, the internet blew up.
Yeah, no, I definitely heard about that.
Yeah, it's like I saw them like they put like it was like what was the name? The video was called like "Is Fan Real" or something like that, and I saw it come down as a notification. I went, swear to fucking god, if y'all are clickbaiting me again, because they've done that before, and like we love them for it, but it's like they'll come through and go, giving the people what they want, and it's about like a tour or something like that, or a calendar or some shit, and I'm like, I fucking hate you guys. But like this time, there was even a comment on I think the video that was like, "I'm so here to get clickbaited for 45 minutes. Let's go." And then like they commented on their own comment and went, "Oh shit, never mind. Congrats, Kinks." It was so funny. But like literally, I could not open Tumblr or TikTok without people going, "Oh my fucking god, oh my god!" And it's just fucking nuts. Like everybody was like posting pictures of like them in their present self. Like I did this on TikTok, like a present version of themselves, like the person who saw the Dan and Phil notification, and then like the next picture is like them wearing like cat whiskers from like 2014. This is their thing, like drawing cat whiskers on their face in like 2014, going, "The girl that watched the video." like it's like it was for your younger self. Like I knew it was real the whole time. But like why I connected that to like you saying like, if you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna fucking do it. He said the same thing in the video. He was like, he's like, if someone tells me not to do something, like, or someone tells me to do something, I'm not gonna fucking do it. And if you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna fucking do it, because like that's the only way to go about life.
What were they talking about in the context of that?
I think it was like
dating each other.
No. It was like because they went through the whole. There were like so many like random like videos I watched that had like proof or something like that in it, and they like went through everything. They were like, this happened and this happened. Yep, this, remember this? That was a thing. And they went through like every tiny little thing, which was mental. And I think one of them was like, oh my god, I can't even remember. It was like, oh no, I know what he was talking about. He was like, every time I told people not to talk about it, like, it would only make them talk about it more. Like, it was like an opposite kind of thing. And he's like, and then later on he attributed it to it being like, no, we're never gonna get married because, like, I feel like that's a thing, like, that people tell you you're supposed to do. And so, like, no. And I don't want to do it because it's a thing that people normally do. So he's attributing it to the fans and to himself. But that's been like my thing that happened this week. I think that's been the main. I can't believe I fucking forgot about it. I've just every time I've opened TikTok and Tumblr, it's everyone going, "Is everybody okay? Okay, like, are we alive? Did we mass hallucinate?" Like, it's like, can't believe this happened on a random Monday in 2025. So that was my fun thing this week. Let's continue.
Anyway, welcome back, Hot Vibes, to our recap of Revamp The Undead Story. Because I did not say that at the beginning because we got distracted by the episode and everything else we talked about for the past 20 minutes.
It's been a fun week, yeah.
Anyway, we're jumping into episode 9 of Revamp The Undead Story, where we pick up at the beginning of the series, actually, in this dream.
Yeah.
They are making out in bed.
I literally, in my reaction, I was like, I bet Billy's sipping his water right now.
I literally reached to grab my water, but then I started talking over this because I was like, wait a minute, it's a dream, but it's him in his mind. So it's really him, but it's also a dream. Because when Pun asks, is this real or is this just a dream, he says it's real because he's real.
Yeah.
But it's a dream, or it's his memory.
Yeah. I'm wondering that because, like, is it a memory from the future, or am I like, because bitch can time travel apparently. So it's either. I was trying to figure it out because I was like, wait, I need to know more about this dream. I feel like that's the one answer I didn't fully get. Is this dream real, or is this just like a happy thing that's happening in Pun's mind, and Ramil is like making it happen to be like, here's a nice little thing that we can get stuck in before I have to go do all this other shit. Like,
well, I think this is a dream. This is a dream, and Ramil inserted himself to say, hey, remember my name. Remember my name. And this led him to the painting, and this kind of like kickstarted the whole thing.
Everything's coming together. It's all
everything connects.
Everything connects. It's genius.
It's so good. But then Pun's voice is like, you're not supposed to be here. And he's like, right. Okay, sorry. I got distracted.
It's like, I'm sorry. I just wanted to kind of stay here for a bit. My bad. My fault.
And we see that Ramil is in Pun's mind hallway, I guess, is what I'll call it.
Yeah, it was like a mind hallway. And side note, I love how this wasn't like completely like serious. Like, I love how he was in there and he was just like, oh my god. He's like, can you just like focus? Like, it's like, well, you're not dreaming about other guys, are you? It's like, no, because you won't let me. Like, it's like,
right.
It's a cute little moment in there, even though it's, a stressful time.
Yeah, because it was really cute. They had a little like banter in there, and he's like, "No, like, yeah, I only dream about you because you made that happen."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Who else would you want to be dreaming of?"
You want to share some truths? What are we talking about here? Like, who else is there?
So then we see that Ramil enters one memory, which is of the end of the first episode / beginning of second, where Pun is being chased by a blood-driven crazy Messus.
Yeah, the second it flashed to this memory, I was like, hold the fuck on. Like, it clicked in my memory. I was like, bro, because I don't remember if I think I did remember something about the shirts being different when I was reacting to this episode specifically. But I was like, I was fucking wondering because, like, he popped up so fast. Are you telling me this was future fucking him?
It's insane that they connected that. Because, like, I think we just kind of, or you did at least, brushed off as like, oh, that was like a goof and inconsistently, or like a mistake, whatever.
Yeah, I think I feel like we did mention the podcast. I was like, I mean, either it's something or like he just had a shirt change. Like, or like, I feel like I said something like, did you wait to change your shirt and then go save him? Like, was that really important or some shit? Like,
but no, it was just because in the beginning of episode 2 is when it happened. It was Pun's memory before he wakes up.
Yeah.
And she was remembering what Ramil put into it.
Yeah. And
so good.
I feel like this was the moment where I went, oh my god, he saved him from that night. He stopped the cupboard from falling on him. Like, that, the second the scene popped up, I was like, it's possible, it happened. Like, I was like, ah.
So then Pun's like, again, you're in the wrong place, stop goofing around. And they go back in the mind hallway, and Ramil's like, I'm trying to save you.
Yeah.
Pun's like, you shouldn't waste time on that stuff. So, of course, Ramil goes back to the flower garden with that whole dream sequence.
Bro, that's when my mind like blew up. I was like, are you actually fucking kidding me? I was like, okay, so this is what happened then. It was real. He woke up and went to the roof. That actually happened. He was picking flowers, then future Ramil in his mind came and talked with him, and that whole situation happened. But then he told him, go to sleep. He made him go to sleep or something. He passed out, whatever. And he looked down, saw the knife, took it with him, made Pun think he was just dreaming because he woke up and the flowers were still dead. Oh my god, because I was like, that means he could definitely time travel, because he picked up physical objects in whatever time he was in.
Or, no, I don't think it's time travel per se. I think it's, like I said, the first few episodes, I feel like, was Pun's memory. And
Yeah.
I think it's like Ramil moving it around to lead all the pieces to where it needed to be.
Yes, but the fact that he can move them around, because like Pun found the knife on the bed.
Right. Sorry, continue.
Pun found the knife on the bed where future Ramil, in his mind, put it, which means he affected things in the world, in the open world, and not in his mind. The knife was there on the bed. He picked up the knife in the garden and he put it on the bed.
Or maybe that could be it. I actually don't really know. I took it as, like I said, the first few episodes were Pun's memory. So Pun remembers the knife being in the bed because Ramil moved it in his mind. And he remembers all that. And all that stuff was like almost like a flashback of Pun, like from Pun and Ramil, and like it was all of Pun's memory.
But then how did the knife get there?
Because it was all of Pun's memory.
But how did the knife get on the bed?
Okay. This is very confusing, so I'm trying to explain it as best as I can. The first 4 or 5 episodes were all of Pun's memories.
All of Pun's memories, yes.
Up until that scene with the knife and like the whole like crying breakdown sex slayer scene was all of Pun's memories.
Okay.
So Pun remembers the knife being on the bed because Ramil moved it there.
Where was it before that? And how did he move it there?
It was in his mind. That's just what he remembers, but that's just what Pun remembers.
Yes, but why was it moved to the bed? You have to have like a real world explanation, not just in the memory. Why was it on the bed in the first place when he checked there?
No, I'm saying that whole thing with Pun's mind was in Pun's memory.
Agreed. However, why was the knife on the bed? Like,
because Ramil moved it there in his memory.
In his memory, yes. But if it's a memory, it means it happened in real life, so why was the knife on the fucking bed?
Maybe not. That's the thing. Ramil's mind power is so fucked up that it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think it's in his mind. I think that could have never happened in real life. It's just what Pun remembers. And Ramil remembers it too. I don't know.
I don't understand, so I'm just gonna say time travel. Because he's affecting things in the real world.
Or it's just Pun's memory.
It is Pun's memory, but his memory derives from what happened in the real world. Which means someone had to put the knife there. So who put the knife there, if not future Ramil?
I think that was all in Pun's mind.
It can't, because it happened in the present. It actually happened. It happened in the real world. It's a memory, yes, but it happened in the real world.
I think it happened in Pun's mind, so Ramil moved it there. So Pun remembers it being on the bed. He remembers Ramil confronting him. He remembers the whole dramatic scene. He remembers all that. I don't know why.
But why was it there?
Honestly, I don't fucking know. I'll be completely honest. This power is way too OP for me to understand.
I know, honestly. I was like, wait a second. So he can control minds, he can read minds, and he can time travel with minds. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't fully understand how the knife stuff happened. I'm gonna chop it up to some sort of mind power, and just leave it at that.
All right.
It was Ramil leading. It was Ramil leading Pun to this point in the relationship.
Yes, I'll stick with time travel.
Sure, I'll stick with mind power.
I'm used to time travel. I can handle it.
Anyway, the reason he talks to Pun up there on the roof is because he flashes back to Pun saying, like, be there for me when I'm uncomfortable, like, you know, comfort me when I'm sad or worried, and we can go through the journey together, and that's why Ramil talks to him in the first place.
Yeah.
And then we get the whole knife stuff, which we talked about already. And then back in the mine hallway, Pun asks Ramil that if you see me in the past, please help me remember that you saved my life.
Mm.
And Ramil nods, and we go in, and we're at the orphanage. We see young Jet herding a bunch of younger kids away, and we see present day Pun sitting there. But then quickly Pun explains, it's only because you're seeing me like this. And Ramil's like, yeah, I know, I get this. Like, I got it.
Yeah. He's like, I just wanted to watch, like, you in a normal setting, like, before all this happened. Like, I want to see what your life was like.
Yeah. So it's actually 13-year-old Pun, but it's just Pun in his current form. Which makes sense, because in that one dream with where the cabinet, when he gets pushed away, it flashes to this Pun for like 2 seconds. Present day
Does
Pun.
it? Oh, I didn't even notice
it
that.
did, and I pointed out, and I thought it was just like a cool editing thing of like, oh wow, he's remembering like currently. No, it's because it happened.
They filmed it that way. It's because they fucking filmed it that way. And they were like, we don't want to.
No, it's because it was in Ramil's mind. It's and now Pun's remembering like this almost.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. It's great.
I literally the second I realized that he was going through his memories and like affecting them like that, I was like, the cupboard! The cupboard! He's going the fuck off about it. I was like, I was right for once about something! Hallelujah!
Anyway, Pun is praying for his brother, Pokpong, because it's his birthday. I'm not sure if his new family will remember. And Elise comes over and sits next to him. Young Elise. Elise and Jet are still young.
Yes.
Pun is not.
Pun is not.
Though he is, but he just looks like his present day self.
It gave like a different layer to their relationship, seeing him older and them younger. Because when he's with Elise after she wakes him up, and he's like covering her mouth and like holding her back, it makes it, I don't know, it makes it feel more emotional, because it's almost like future Pun is like, I wish I could protect you from this, even though like it's not future Pun, it's just looks like him.
Anyway, then we get a new scene that we never saw before of young Jet talking with young Pun, who he's still present Pun, but I'm calling him young Pun just to keep consistency. And Pun asks, he's like, oh, are you going to practice praying in Father's room again? And Jet says, yes, I am. And Pun's like, oh, you go there every night. Are you sure you want to become a seminarian?
Or it could be like someone like that. Like it could be someone who like is a religious man and
do you not know what that means?
Like a priest or something? No. Do I know?
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. No, I don't. But I was like, oh, that would. I'm assuming you're right.
I'm assuming it's like someone who focuses toward religion and not
A seminarian is a man who is trained to become a Roman Catholic priest.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so he's pretty much
they're in a Catholic orphanage.
So. Yeah, so our theory about Dracul, Feratu, Dunk, whoever you want to call them, grooming Jet specifically,
pretty
was correct.
Yeah, pretty damn correct. Like, also, like, was this the first time that he's bit him? And does he have mind control powers? Here's the thing. Here's my little theory. If he does have mind control powers, he could have been biting into him and taking blood from him. Like, this could be because he's like, are you going to go practice this again? Like, he goes there multiple nights. He goes there a lot. What if he's been doing this every night because Father Dunk wants his blood? And, like, he wants the blood. And then afterwards, he'd just be like, this never happened. You're fine. You've been practicing.
I buy that. Because we see that Jet is essentially like Father Dracula's apprentice.
Yeah.
In this moment. Like he go there like every night pretty much to go one-on-one quote-unquote training with him. It could be like, I don't know.
He also doesn't seem to be fighting back when he's bitten into. Like I would be like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like this seems like either
it's almost like he like pauses his memory, like freezes him or like makes him sleep.
Either he's used to it and he knows this happens, or the more likely, he kind of like puts him in some sort of trance, like with mind powers or something.
I'd go with the latter because we see later in the former that he did not remember it till it's brought up, and then he's like, wait
exactly. Something had to trigger.
I think it's like a trance, or like maybe he puts him to sleep and he's just like, okay, good, time to have a bite.
Something had to trigger that memory, and
well, we know
yeah,
what, but we'll get there later because
exactly.
I have a lot to say about that, which I think is really cool.
So do Jesus fuck. So do I. I'm so intrigued.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. And he's like, yeah, I'm going. Isn't it gonna be cool? Don't you think it'd be cool to be like father? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say.
And also, I found this funny. I didn't mention my reaction, but I did think it. 20-something-year-old Pun sitting in like this little bunk bed, and like he has to like it's almost like he has to crouch down because the bunk bed's all about to his head because he's like a lot taller.
Yeah,
like
he's
I'm just like, this
am
is
an
so
adult.
funny to me. Like it was really entertaining to watch. Also, the bed looks kind of like a bit small for him. Like I'm just like, this is cute. I love this.
It's so good. Like I feel like they thought of everything. Like this
did.
episode really made me go, work has been put into this. Like the way this connects tells me that you all had a whiteboard saying this is when we answer this question, this is when we answer this question. Like they had their own murder board going, and that's such a good thing in a show. When you notice that a lot of work must have been put into a show like this, it's so like satisfying because everything's being answered as you question it and then answer. I'm like, holy fuck, thank you. Like I feel like shows don't do this enough.
It's so good.
That's why I love like shorter shows like this as well, like BLs in general that don't have multiple seasons, because if they're done correctly, like it's not like, oh, I guess maybe we'll find out this next season, possibly, maybe, if you're good, if you're nice, if we figure it out, maybe we might change it. Like there's no room for that in BLs. So when you can tell that work went into it, when they actually take the time to go, well, we're probably only doing one season of this, so let's answer these questions. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, I fully agree. So then Ramil pulls up a chair and sits next to Pun as he sleeps, but then he's like, wait a minute, that smell. And he leaves. Yeah. And then Elise comes in, she's like, Pun, they're here. And this is when they crouch down and see a shadow. I thought the shadow was going to be Ramil at some point, but it's never revealed that way.
Yeah.
So this is where they walk down the children hallway of dead children. And then Ramil also does it too. He takes a little stroll.
Here's my thing. I didn't think about this in my reaction, but I'm thinking about it now. This is the one flaw in my this happens every night plan. Why kill the children now? If he's drinking blood from Jet this whole time, why kill the children now and blow your cover?
Feratu does say later, he's like, oh yeah, like I shouldn't have waited for him to like get older so his blood's sweeter or whatever. So it could have been he was waiting for him to get, I was gonna say of age, but that sounds wrong. But like old enough where like wait for his blood to be ripe, I guess. And this is where he's like, okay, like, or maybe he just like got hungry and he's like, you know what, fuck it, let's just like balls to the walls. Like, I
feel like he would have had a good cover for a while there, and to blow it like that is weird. So this is either him and it's just him reaching his breaking point and just being like, fuck it, I'll kill all the kids.
Which could have been, like, very well could have been, because he's been doing this for who knows how long.
And that could have, honestly, that's plausible, and I'll accept that if that's the answer. But if it's not, then there's also the possibility that, like, maybe there's a different vampire doing shit. And there's only one episode left, so probably not. Either way, I think it's written well. Either way, it's just there's two different options. But
I agree. I definitely think that's the case.
I do like that.
Either way, whether it was Feratu who like snapped and wanted to kill everyone, or maybe it was another vampire, because the shadow is weird if he was meeting one-on-one with Jet.
It's the I want to be inclined to say it was the shadow of Ramil, but also he was
behind them.
Well, he could have hidden somewhere, like after they saw his shadow, and then they ran out and then he followed them. But I don't know. But then I feel like we would have seen his face.
Well, it could have been, what it could have been was that when Elisa was like, oh my god, they're here. It could have been like Ramil, like maybe like when he ran away really fast, maybe he ran past her. And she's like, oh my god, there's like someone, like, and that was like, and maybe that was the shadow, or I don't
I don't want to like read into it too much because I feel like this is what we did with the next prince. We were like, well, it wasn't Papa Shark because
Yeah.
we would have seen his face when he was killing them, and we just didn't see his face because they didn't feel like showing us, I guess. So
Yeah, which again, it could have been just Feratu snapped and went to kill everyone, and then met up with Jet and then started eating him. Who knows?
possibly. Either way, it's well written, but
Yeah.
I also want to point out I really love that when Ramil walked in, you could see the like horror on his face because we know from watching the whole show, one, he doesn't drink human blood as like a rule, and two, like imagine like seeing a bunch of like babies, children. Like we saw how little those kids were when Jet was leading them out of the church. They made a point to show us how little these kids were
They
so that
needed
you
a
could
guide.
see this.
Like they needed a
Yes.
13-year-old to guide them out of the church.
Yes.
That means they're like from 5 to like 8 or something.
They are tiny children. And the fact that like you could see the horror on Ramil's face matches really well with his character. Even though he is a vampire, you can tell that he's like utterly horrified. Like how could you kill children, bro? Like holy fuck. It's him realizing, oh, I might need to kill my brother.
I don't that's a question for later, but
that is a question for later, but it did cause him to do something.
He doesn't kill humans or vampires.
It finally caused him to do something other than cast him out. Like he was putting a line there. He was like, I'll cast you out, but I'll let you live because like I don't want to kill you. You're my brother. And at this point, he was like, okay, well something now needs to be done because this is carnage. This is horrific.
But again, we see him in the flashback. He puts him to sleep. He doesn't kill him then.
He doesn't kill him, no, but he knows that something needs to happen. He didn't do that before either, but like now he's like, no, I will have to at least immobilize him for the moment.
I don't know,
time
because we know Ramil doesn't kill. Period.
He doesn't kill,
which is a question I want to have for later. Because I feel like that's a discussion going into the finale. Is will he strip him of his power of vampireness? Will maybe Methus kill him because we knew the last episode he wanted him dead? Like. I
thought, you know what's interesting? Because I thought he did strip him of his vampireness, but we'll get to that in like 2 minutes when we get to that part. But like, I'm curious as to what the lore is here. Like, I'm dying to know because there's like a little tiny extra bit of lore that I need, just a little bit.
I need to know about that necklace because we'll get there in like a second.
That's what I'm talking about. That too.
I'm like, wait, something's happening here with this.
Something's happening.
So anyway, then we see it is Feratu who bites into Jet.
Yep.
And Pun runs in, he's like, let him go, and Feratu puts him away into the cupboard, but Ramil stops it from falling on him.
Yes.
And he goes down, does his mind power, and he says, right now, both your past and future memories are flowing into your mind.
Yeah, damn.
That's a headache.
That's a hell of a headache. It's like...
That's like a full-on migraine.
You won't fully understand this reference, but, and if you ever watch the show, I will be spoiling it right now. But there's in season 4, series 4 of Doctor Who, he made a best friend in his companion for that season, and they had been traveling the whole season, and then at the end of that season, they kind of, I won't go into it because it's a whole fucking headache trying to like explain that shit unless you watch the show, but she ends up taking like the consciousness of his race, the Time Lords, into her mind, and so she kind of can like see like everything. She's smart, she can speak every language, she knows every math equation, she knows everything, and she's able to help the Doctor and this other Doctor, it's a whole thing, save everything. However, when he goes to, he was dropping everyone off home, and then he ends up going to drop her home, and she's like, she seems to be like glitching and stuff like that, and he's like, I have to like save you, and the only way to save you is to erase your memory, because if you keep hold of that consciousness in your mind, you'll burn. And so it's like that, you can't have too much in your mind at once, or else like it's not, that's why it's not possible for like for all to live in your head at once, or else like shit will happen. And that proves that, because his nose was bleeding at one point, so it's like this is becoming a bit too like, is he okay? Like,
true, but also his nose bleeds every time he does mind stuff.
That's true. That's what helped me this time. However, with the added effect of you're feeling all these memories at once, I was like, I'm getting like war flashbacks from Doctor Who, and I was like, please don't erase his memory.
Yeah. Well, then Ramil says, I'll make you temporarily forget what happened today, which I think like evens out his mind stuff.
Temporarily.
Because he's like gripping his head as he's on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he says, I'll leave part of my mind reading power with you.
Dude, I clocked that too, and I was like, what the fuck? What? So I think so I paused it at that moment and went, wait, so, like, Billy was right, kinda, like, except that he didn't turn him and then give him his mind reading power, he just gave it to him before. But then I was like, I watched the rest of that clip, and I think it's just, it was kind of similar to what we were saying at the beginning, where, like, he left the mind reading power with him so he could see that, like, dream that was, like, telling him, hey, my name's Ramil, come find me. And that's why he remembered the necklace as well. He was kind of
Maybe.
like, I think he was doing that, because he said, when you find me, I'll be free and I'll get my power back or something like that. So I wonder
when fate brings us together again, and we touch, my power and your memories will return.
So I wonder if he took the power back when, or like, not necessarily willingly, but I'm wondering if it went back to him when he freed him.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see in the finale if there's more to that, but I think that may have been what happened.
Yeah.
It was to lead him to him.
So then Pun's nose starts bleeding into the real world, and Punk's freaking out, and Meccan's like, relax, it's just a side effect for this power, it happens. And he heals him.
I was still fucking panicking. I was like, don't be Donna, don't be Donna, don't be Donna.
Anyway, then back in the mind, Ramil's like, yeah, so it really was you, Fratu. And we see that Fratu wipes his chin of Jet's blood.
Yup.
And he's like, hello, brother.
Hello, wait. That's from something. Hello, brother. Oh, Vampire Diaries. Oh, that's weird. That matches up really weird because, like, they're both vampires as well. What the fuck? Does he say hello, brother? Does he?
Well, I mean, he says it in Thai, obviously, but, like,
yeah, but, like,
the subtitles say, hello, brother.
That's so weird because literally in the very first episode of Vampire Diaries, like, Damon, like, is a crow, so the similarities are, like, popping up again. And he transforms into, like, his humanoid self, and Stefan's like, Damon, and then it zooms in on him and he goes, hello, brother. It's like in episode 1, it's like one of the opening scenes, like, it's to set the pace for the show. So, right. It's a very well-known Vampire Diaries, like, moment and quote and shit like that. So, like, seeing him go, hello, brother, I'm like, that's weird that just connected like that. 2 vampire shows, like, that shit. Crows transforming, what the fuck?
Anyway, Ramil asks him how he ended up in the human world. And Fratu's like, I should be asking you why you're here.
Yeah.
After all, I summoned that 1,000-year-old demon to trap you with the curse.
So it was that, bitch! Let's go! Okay, so we're answering that question too, that's great.
Yeah, and he's like, and yes, somehow you escaped. And
he notices that he's standing very protectively in front of
Well, he jumps in the way and he's like, it's because that boy is the one who broke your curse.
He's like, shit, I really thought no one would fall in love with you.
Yeah, well, and even says, I should have wasted my time on him instead of this kid. Like, as he, like, points to Jess, like, unconscious body.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. What a, like, jackass.
He is such a psychopath. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. When he turned around with, like, blood dripping down his chin, I'm like, this dude's insane. I love it. I don't give a fuck. He is so fun.
But, okay, he's fun. Yes, fun and psychotic, for sure. However, if he did kill those kids, he killed kids.
Fun and psychotic. You know what?
Killing kids is where I draw a line, bro. There's a line. There has to be a line.
listen. I am a simple man. I enjoy psycho villains who do the most insane shit.
I think you enjoy Dunk doing new shit.
Listen. This is that. Look, again, Dunk proved me right by being in the show, so therefore he gets points in my book. Do I agree with him killing children? No. Do I enjoy his psycho-ness of doing it? Kinda.
Oh, God.
Anyway, this is when he does say, I should have chosen him as my victim instead of this boy. Which, again, does allude to the fact that maybe he didn't kill this kid. Because he says, I should have did this victim. I should have chose him as my victim.
I should have picked this person instead.
Like, it's almost like he was talking about one specifically.
One specific person, and not, like, a whole bunch of kids that just died in the hallway. And he was in here the whole... What if, like... I'm assuming he would be in here the whole time, because, like, Jet was like, I'm gonna go practice. So I'm assuming that, like, he goes there, he practices for a bit. His mind is made, like still, and then he. So like, what theory did you just come up with? You look really fucking excited.
Remember last episode?
You mean where we were betting on Methus?
When Methus wanted, or it seemed like he wanted Fratu dead.
Yes.
Is it possible that Methus killed those children to prove that Fratu needs to die, and for some reason he has like really out for him and like killed those kids to blame him, and like he really like at this point Fratu had no idea about it because he's just in the room. I don't know how that would work, but
he could be the shadow. Does the shadow look like him? Go let's look at the shadow with him.
It's the fucking shadow of a nothing.
Yeah, but like, let's look at it with him in mind. Let's look at it with him.
I hate to break it to you, but I feel like all their shadows kind of look the same. You barely see a shadow. Like you just see a dark.
I know, but I'm gonna look at it and just like I'm just gonna see.
Yeah, you literally just see like someone like move. Like I don't think you actually see a shadow.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to pause it again when it shows it again because I did not see it.
It literally goes by in like 2 seconds. Like,
it does go by. Y'all. Oh, motherfucker.
That could literally be anyone.
It's so hard to like see because I can't pause
because
it.
Because there's like shadows of like a shelf or like what at cupboards or whatever also, and it's just like you see like a shadow like move for like 2 like you can't get anything from the shadow. It's not like a freckle behind an ear or something.
Yeah,
like you can't get anything.
I just thought if we looked at it with him in mind, gosh, because like
that's just an idea. Oh, here, look, we're going to the finale next week. I'm just spitballing my ideas.
It's a good idea because as we were talking about it just now with all the kids dying, in my mind I was like, we were talking about Methus last week. Like I'm just like I was like,
yeah, and again, it's one of the things where like if it is Methus, that's a great twist and really cool. Yes. If it's not, then it was Fratu this whole time, and that also kind of makes sense because as we see, Fratu's kind of crazy. Makes sense.
He's fucking nuts. Yes.
So honestly, both answers work out.
Both answers work. That's the thing. Like that's the thing because with the next prince, like both answers didn't work. Like one answer was boring and confusing, and the other answer, the other 5 answers we came up with were like better. But like both of them work here, so like it would be fine if either of them happened. But also, it does make sense if it's not Ferratu, because all signs are pointing to him being in that room with Jet, studying and practicing the whole time.
Yeah, and we also know that Ferratu never leaves this room because he ends up in eternal sleep. So he never actually sees the body. And he's like, whoa, who did this?
Yeah, I wonder if he was probably like, imagine if he walked outside and went, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah, like maybe if like before he did, he like opened the door and he's like, what? Like, it like almost like a confused look. He's like, what the hell?
I can see like Ramil being like, what do you mean what happened here? You killed all these kids. He's like, whoa. I was gonna kill one kid. Okay.
Yeah. I was just slowly killing my protege here who worships me.
He could have like also been like, what if he like was waiting? He was like waiting to turn him as well. What if he was doing the studying and practicing until he like trusted him implicitly and then turned him? That would have been interesting.
I don't know. Anyway, then he does say that I made the wrong decision waiting for the blood to bruise sweet, which I do think he was waiting for him to be old enough where the blood became. I don't know what age that is. I don't know.
I would have thought blood would be sweeter when you're younger to vampires.
Well, that would explain the whole murder scene outside in the hallway with all those children. So which would
help the theory that it was someone else because he was waiting for him to be when he got older. But there were like tiny fucking kids that died. So like,
I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but I want to know.
Anyway, then he's like, look, it's not too late to drink Pun's blood now. So he grabs Ramil's throat and it goes down, but Ramil stops him, and Ramil gets scratched on his arm.
Yes.
So Meccan runs over and heals his arm.
Yes, I'm assuming.
It
didn't look like
in real world.
Yeah.
And
Ramil it's like he's got a team there, like ready. He's got a team there ready anytime like any injury happens. Like, quick, get him. Okay.
Yeah. Heal. So then Ramil throws Fratu against the desk, grabs his throat, rips off his necklace.
Yes, I was like, excuse me, wait, why are you ripping off your necklace?
And when he does, Fratu says, go ahead and kill me.
I wonder if that kills him. Part of me,
No.
here's the thing with the necklace. Here's the thing with the necklace. I was wondering because we see him in like the old man makeup, which is a nice explanation. So we do know
I appreciated that. That's what I'm thinking too.
Yes, I was wondering if the necklace took away powers. However, that's no longer the case. I think that because at the end of the episode, his eyes turn red. I was wondering if like the necklace took away powers, and then he put him in an eternal sleep, and then while he's sleeping, he's growing old because he doesn't have the powers anymore. Like that was my thought process. But then when he suddenly wakes up for some fucking reason, I don't know why, I don't know how, but he wakes up.
I think I know why.
Okay, his eyes turn red, so he definitely still a vampire and has vampire powers. I thought like maybe he's like, we'll get to it when we get to it because I have more thoughts on it.
What if it like it doesn't make sense if maybe unless Ramil ends up drinking like, you know, animal blood or something, like we've learned that later or something. I don't know, but like what if drinking blood keeps you youthful, and because he's been asleep for like a couple years, he slowly started looking like older, where he's not actually aging, he's just looking really weak.
Yes, I actually mentioned that in my reaction because that's one of my thoughts as to why he is, because I'm gonna let me find because it's another Vampire Diaries connection, and I feel like this would work. Klaus doesn't drink blood. I don't know how to Google this. Trying to find a picture of someone in their fucking coffin. No, okay, you're showing me a lot of pictures right now of Klaus drinking blood. I said doesn't drink blood. You gotta help me out here. I know.
Does he essentially just look older or like wrinkly?
Kinda. This is what a vampire looks like when they haven't drank blood for like a few long time. Well, I don't know how long, but a long fucking time. And they've got like they're pale white. They've got like veins just popping out of their face, kind of, and they can't move.
The picture has not sent yet.
Okay, well I sent it. Is it being a bitch? I sent it to my mom. I sent it to my mom. Never mind. That was for Billy. I'm glad I didn't send it to my boss because I had just messaged my boss. Okay, no problem. For coming in late.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. This is what vampires look like when they don't have blood for a while. Yeah, they can't move. Their veins are popping out of their face. They're very pale, and they're kind of like in a comatose, but can open their eyes and look around state. So my first thought when I saw him, like just like laying there and all old looking, was like part of me thought like, ooh, maybe the necklace took away the power. But my first thought was like, he must not have had blood for a while because I've watched pretty much all of the Vampire Diaries when I was a kid. So I was like, it would make sense. That's like if we're going for Vampire Diaries, which they seem to be taking like some like lore, like vampire lore from the Vampire Diaries as well, like the crows and the transforming and the speed, and the Hello Brother, I guess. But like, if we're following that line, it would make sense if it's because he hasn't had blood for a while. That's what my first thought was. But he does still have his powers, and he can move. So
I'll talk about why I can move later at the end.
Okay.
But I think I figured it out. Oh, okay. Our theory was wrong. Because Feratu literally says, you know, these kids die because of your soft heart.
Fuck.
So, okay, so maybe it was just Feratu.
Okay, it was just him. But, like, my question is, like, why? Why now? Why did you choose this night?
You know, again, he's literally a psychopath.
He's unhinged. Okay, that would make
sense. I feel like that's a really solid answer.
That is a solid answer. He seems to act like a psychopath. Let's call it what it is, a psychopath.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And he says, yeah, these kids died because of your soft heart, because you just banished me and spared my life. And then he takes the necklace and like puts it at his heart.
Yeah, and it
glows.
Glowing. It glows.
It has power. I'm telling you, I was right from the beginning. The necklace is involved.
I saw that. Yeah, I was like, okay, Billy's right. The necklace is involved, but how? And he says like, you can kill me if you want. So like, it could be that. So, and it's definitely not my theory anymore about like it taking away your powers, because he woke up with red eyes at the end. So I'm like, what the fuck is this necklace do? Like, what is the gist with the necklaces? I want to know.
Anyway, Fratu says,
Something.
you're trying to act like a moral vampire. You're completely unfit to be the leader. And Ramil's like, I've told you, I don't want to be the vampire leader. And he's like, you're lying. If you don't want to be, then let me do it. Fuck the traditions.
He's like, you're not fit to be a vampire
You're
leader
not fit
either.
to be vampire leader. Are you kidding?
And literally, this is the whole discussion we had last episode when we talked about it at the beginning of the episode when he was being like banished, and he was like if you don't want the job, like step aside, I'll do it. Like it's like you killed a vampire leader, bro. You're not doing it. And like, so this was like this confirmed that whole section of us like theorizing like what he wanted and what Ramil wanted and why like that was happening and why he didn't get to become vampire leader. It's all confirmed right here. I was like, exactly, we spelled it fucking out. Like this is we're getting everything right. That this I like this happens for you most of the time, but like not for me. Like,
yeah, like a lot of our theories are coming true, which is amazing.
This is so nice. I know. Like what a nice change.
And then Fratu says, if I can be leader, then no one can. And he pushes Ramil off him.
He was power hungry. That was the thing. So he was mainly power hungry. He wanted to be the leader. But the fact that he's insane and killing anyone whenever he fucking feels like it is a little bit of a problem for leadership. I feel like that's a red flag for leadership.
Yes. So then Ramil grabs Fratu's head with the necklace in hand still.
Yes.
So it's a necklace and his mind reading power, and he says, Fratu, you will sleep for eternity.
I wonder if the necklace helped that along.
And then, as Fratu falls, he knocks over a plate of candles that starts the fire.
Yes. So if you want to be technical, he did burn down the orphanage. But, like, it was because he fell over. Honestly, like, it's, honestly, I would say, it sucks that the orphanage burned down, like, this was such a disaster, but mostly, you know, all the kids were dead anyway. Like, already.
I was gonna say, all the kids, everyone there who got out were the only ones alive.
Yes. And
so
I think
it's not like the fire killed anyone else.
It aided in keeping, like, a gigantic ass investigation, like, into what actually happened. Because if they left that place non-burnt and the bodies non-burnt, the police would have been like, oh my fucking god, who did this? Like, and they would be looking into it like crazy for years. So it probably helped keep the rest of the vampires, wherever they may have been, hidden for longer. And it didn't kill unnecessarily any extra people. Like, he true to his word, Ramil got everyone out safe, which I think is great because now they can tell Elise and hopefully Jet that it's like, hey, Ramil saved y'all's asses. He dragged you out of there. He dragged all of us out.
We kind of get that later.
Yes, we kind of get that later, but
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
So then in the present world, Methus notices that Master must be fighting Fratu, and Popon's like, oh, will Pun be okay? And Methus like, we need to get them out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And they're gripping each other's hands in the real world because they're like together and linked. And in the mind, Ramil wakes up Pun, and it's like, the journey has been a success.
Yeah.
And so then Pun wakes up, he wakes up Ramil, they hug, and then everyone kind of leaves because it's like, okay, let's get
Yes, like, let them have their moment, because, like, this is such a nice moment, too. I love this moment so much.
Oh, God, the crying when Pun's like, thank you for saving me.
Literally. Like, this scene killed me. Oh my god. This scene,
and
I was
Ramil
like,
says,
legit.
thank you for saving me.
Yeah.
They saved each other.
They saved each other. Oh my god.
It's such a healthy dynamic in a relationship.
I love a healthy dynamic.
It's not just one person saving one person. It's they save each other.
They save each other. Yeah, I loved this. Honestly, when I was watching this scene, I really loved the scene in Next Prince as well. But I was like, this must be what Billy was feeling when Ramil and Peitai had that scene on the beach where they were like hugging each other and going, "It's okay, it's so okay."
Good. Like, and I love it here too. Like, it's so
good. The
like,
emotion.
I love the equality of a relationship where like both parties are saving the other and helping the other, and like it's not just one person doing it all for the other and the other person just like helpless or vice versa. Like it's both people saving each other in a relationship or helping each other in a relationship.
Yeah,
is a good relationship.
Yup. It's a good. Do they start playing the song here? Because I swear to God, there's one moment where they start playing the theme song while they're like hugging and crying. So it must have been this one. And I was like, don't fucking start right now. I will burst into tears.
It was so good.
It's so fucking good.
But then we get a little funny moment where Ramil and Pun are in the living room, and Ramil sniffs Pun's hand, and he's like, "Everyone's here. You need to stop doing this." And like the three are just like on the couch, being like watching them.
That's so the hard cut to like them just all sitting there going, "We are here," you know, like it's just like so.
Yeah, it's like it's so awkward but so funny.
It's so this is where the like fun family dynamic starts, in my opinion. Like there were some family dynamic moments before.
I love the fun family dynamic in this
episode.
episode.
It's so fun. It's so good. I was like every scene that came up and was like getting better than the last for the family dynamic, and I was like, please don't fucking take this from me. Please don't take any of them away from me. This is a family.
So then Method is like, okay, so we know that Dracul is Feratu.
Yeah.
What did you finish him off, really? And Ramil says he couldn't because he had to get Pun's group out of the burning orphanage.
Yeah.
And Method's like, okay, so Feratu did survive. You have to fight with him and deal with him as soon as possible, so this can finally be over.
See, his whole thing is still like, you're gonna kill him, right?
He wants Feratu dead.
He wants Feratu dead. And like, this might be coming from his past trauma of like, my like brother, quote unquote, you know, like best friend, whatever.
Yeah, his loyal servant betrayed him.
Yes, so he's probably like traumatized and like, he betrayed you. You gotta kill him. Like I didn't when I had the chance, and then I
that could be it. Yeah, I could fully see that, and then but I know Ramil wouldn't want that.
No.
Yeah. But then a crow comes on, and at first I thought it was Kiar, but it turns out it was just like a warning, like like as it's like a hey, Kiar needs help.
He sent the bird, yeah.
Well, I don't think he sent the bird. I think the bird saw Kiar in that state and was like, oh, he needs help.
He could have very well sent the bird, I think, because like he has like a lot of birds in his fleet, and all he has to do is go get them for me. Like that's all he's got to do.
But when he sees them all, he thinks he's hallucinating, and he's like, "Nah, this isn't really like he doesn't believe that they would come to help him."
He could have very well like sent it and then been like, "Oh, you actually came? I didn't think you would, but it was a Hail Mary." Like
I don't think so. I think the bird saw he was in trouble and went on its own.
Fair enough.
Because Kiar's like, wow, like because then I don't think Kiar would have sent. Kiar wouldn't ask for help.
Yeah, it's true. He doesn't.
And we'll see later. You know, later he does start to, but like that's like later after the fact. So
yeah,
we'll get there. But Kiar is like all bloody, laying on the ground, and Mekin is like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna die." And then we see that Kiar is in Ramil's arms with Mekin and Method's both sitting over there, and he's like, "Wow, I must be really dead because I don't know why I'm hallucinating this."
Yeah.
And then he says, "Stop playing with my heart. It hurts enough as is."
It's like, bro, like this is the whole point. It's like you've been going about this, going, "Oh, they don't care about me." When we do, it's just we just don't care about only you. It's a family dynamic.
Yeah, and I do think he learned. I think he learned that, and that's why he wouldn't send the bird because he didn't think they would have came.
Yeah.
And so the fact that they did without even him asking, I think was a really wake up call.
Yeah, because I feel like he was blinded by like a lot of shit. His past, Pun, his opinion of humans. He was blinded by a lot.
Right.
Before, and like so he was probably always walking around going, they don't actually care about me, because he wasn't willing to see it yet. Like he was still too focused on everything around him that he didn't like. And I think this moment here now is probably like, oh fuck, all right, fine, like they do care about me.
Honestly, I think it's just in grouping and new people in general, like whether vampires or humans, it like shifts the family dynamic, and he's like scared he's gonna be the outcast, and so he kind of pushed himself away rather than being pushed away.
Exactly. It's the whole fight or flight, I guess, or freeze. Yeah. Like even if it's something positive, you'll still have that similar reaction, whether it's fight, flight, or freeze, because it's like a new experience. It's like, oh, these people care about me. Shit, what do I do? Fuck. Like, because you get so comfortable in your like little box of hatred that when you leave it, stepping out is fucking terrifying, because it's like, but I'm comfortable here. I'm comfortable here in my sadness. And if I step
Right.
out of it, what if you don't like me? What if you don't actually care about me and I was right? Then I have to go back in the box. I don't want
Yeah.
to.
So Mike can tease him, and he's like, "It's just a small wound. Don't be such a crybaby." And he's like, "It's not from the wound. It's just a very emotional. It's an emotional moment right now. Let me feel
Yeah, I'm
things."
being emotional. Leave me the fuck alone.
And then Methus even laughs at that. And Kiara's like, "Damn it, I should have just died. This is so embarrassing."
Yeah,
And Ramil reminds me, he's like, "Family's meant to stay together."
exactly. You can fight, you could piss each other off, but that doesn't mean you stop caring. I think that was the lesson he needed to learn. Like they're
Right.
always like, "Oh, Kiara's being horrible," and he took that to mean they don't love me, they don't care about me.
Yeah.
But it's like, just because we say that shit doesn't mean you're not family.
Yeah. So then we see that Pun is treating Kiara's wounds.
Yeah.
And Kiara's like, "Oh, stop, I'll do it myself," but he can't reach the spot on his
You
back.
can't fucking do it.
And Ramil's watching this whole scene play out. And Pun's like, "I can do it, I'll be gentle." He does it, and then he's like, "Ow!" And he's like, oh, "Okay, sorry." And then Kiara asks, he's like, "Can you help me?
Can you help
Please."
me? Yep.
He says
That's the
please
moment.
too.
That, I say in my reaction, that's the step I needed. That was the first step from Kiara into a good place that I needed. That right there.
He realized that with Pun here, it won't change. Again, it's like the whole like, oh, a new parent coming in the family, like a step
Yeah.
parent or whatever. Like it's like, oh, one kid's like, oh, this is gonna change everything. They're not gonna
Yeah.
like me, so I'll just not like them first. And then seeing that Ramil, Meccan, and Methus all assures me, he's like, look, we're family, no matter what happens. So where like Pun and Popo might join the family, but that doesn't change how we feel about you.
Yeah.
He saw that, and now he's like, okay, fine. I'll open up a little bit, give him a chance to help me treat my back wound. And then we see he relies on him way too much because the next scene, he's like, where's Pun? He's supposed to make me dinner. He promised he'd make me dinner. Can't trust a damn human for anything.
This, I literally mentioned in my reaction, I was like, if Ramil is a puppy, then Kiara's a cat. He's always, because he's literally like, he's like, oh yeah, like where is he? I want to spend time with him. For the love of God, where is he? And then you go and pet it, and it's just like, yeah, leave me the fuck alone, you bitch. Like, fuck you. Like trying to make you seem like they hate you, you know? But
Right.
in reality, he's like, I kind of want to see him again. Can we find him, please? Like, I want to hang out.
And we see that
Girls
Pun is
attached.
actually in bed with Ramil.
He won't leave me alone. I just wanted some time
Yeah.
with my boyfriend.
Yeah, because Pun thinks that he's like, oh, he's probably doing this to mess with me. And Ramil's like, no, he just wants you around.
Yeah, it's his bitchy way of telling you that he wants you around. He's a cat.
Yeah. And then Pun says he's cute, and Ramil gets jealous.
So he's like, no, okay, I'm cute. That's it.
Yeah.
No
Well, because he says, he's like, you always compliment others in front of me. Like, how dare you?
That's because he feels safe enough to do that with you. He trusts you, even though you mope and pout.
Yes. So he gives him a little sniff kiss and asks if he will stop sulking now. And we see that Ramil starts attacking, quote unquote, Pun.
This was so cute.
Yeah. Trying to kiss him. He's like, I can fine, I yield. And then, afterwards, they take a serious moment to talk about how they need to tell Jet the truth.
Yeah.
And hopefully everything will be over after that.
Hopefully. I mean, because he's like, oh, we just need to tell Jet the truth. It'll be fine. And I was like, I feel like it's not going to be that easy. You making it sound like it's supposed to be easy. I feel like
I mean, I figured it wasn't going to be the end, but there was a twist with it at the end that I did not expect, which I'll get to later.
Yeah, it seemed to be easy. Like, I was like, oh. Honestly, I think the memory just needed to click for him. And once the memory clicked in, he was like, oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, no, you die then. So, like, yeah.
And Ramil says, it depends on which way the wheels of fate is turning. And Pun's like, hey, are you hungry? I'll go make food. And so Ramil bites his arm.
He's like, hungry.
And he's like, that's not what I meant.
Not me.
And he's like, look, I promise Kiara I make dinner. Don't make me out to be the unpromised, trusting human that he makes me out to be.
Yeah.
And then we get a kind of cool headband scene where the twins have found a way to combat Ramil's mind control.
That's very interesting because he's like, oh, just tell Jet and everything will be fine. Cut 2. Jet getting this new mind control saver, like, headband shit, and I'm like, it's not gonna be anything.
Yes. Well, we talked about that last episode where I think when they barged in and you were like, oh, haven't they found a way to combat that yet? And I was like, I think it's still new. I think they might need time to work on that. And then we see they were working on that in the past, which I think
I'm wondering if it works, though, because, like, they haven't tested it in the field. They don't know if it works against an actual vampire. Yeah. It all hinges on a test from a real vampire. Otherwise, they have no fucking idea.
Well, yeah.
Like, so it could just be a cool headpiece.
Yeah, but the headband does look cool.
Yeah, it's snazzy. It kind of looks like some kind of, like, it's pointy in some places, like a crown. It's interesting.
Yeah. But then Jet gets a phone call saying that father's condition has gotten worse and he's now in the hospital.
Which makes me, like, go, hang on. Why? Because if he's supposed to sleep for eternity, shouldn't his condition just remain the same all the way through? If his sleep, like, he didn't say die after a while after you sleep for eternity. Like,
well, if we're going with the he needs blood to eat and be healthy theory, it could be too long without blood.
Maybe.
Or food in general could.
And also maybe to a human eye, like, maybe he'll go without blood for so long. Like in the Vampire Diaries, Klaus, when he went out without blood, it was for like hundreds of, maybe even 1,000 years or something like that. So to a human eye, if they open that coffin, they'd be like, that's a dead person with their eyes closed, you know, like if his eyes were closed, that's a dead person. That is so I'm wondering if he went out without blood for so long that his condition looked like it worsened, like it's like to the sister or something. Right. She was like, damn, he does not look good, I'm gonna take him in, when really it was just the next phase in the, like, comatose without blood stage or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And then we see Elise in the car, and she gets a call from Methus saying, I can now confirm that the priest really is Feratu, Ramil's brother. It means he was the one who attacked the orphanage.
And to her credit, she believes them immediately. She trusts them now, and I really love
that. Well, that's because, I mean, she learned last episode her last episode with her kind of understanding them and being on their side.
It was putting pieces together.
Like, okay, I believe this. I need to tell Jet where he's hiding father. Yeah. And we need to find him before he wakes him up. Yeah. And she just so happened to see him get in the car, and she's like, okay, I'm on it. So then in the kitchen with Pun, Kiar, and Pokpong, Pokpong and Kiar are arguing over whether to heat up the noodles for at all, really.
Yeah.
And
what's the point? You cool it down anyway.
This is how it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to heat it up. And Kiar's like, well, no, I saw Pun blow on it because it was too hot, so we shouldn't heat it up.
Yeah, he's like, well, but we eat it cold. What are you fucking talking about? So you heat it up first, and then you cool it with your mouth. It's like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why not just eat it cool then? Like, it's so funny. He does not make shit for himself, and he does not eat human food for himself most of the time. He probably was snacking on all the people in his cult, to be honest with you. I don't think human food was necessarily a thing he had to worry about. So
yeah, so now he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. So Ramil tells Kiara to go set the plates, and then Pokemon laughs at him, and then Pun's like, hey, don't laugh. He's learning.
Yep.
And you will get the glasses, so he kind of sends the two troublemaker kids away.
The two youngers, yeah, the two youngest.
This is literally just like a mixed family dynamic. Like, I'm not even making this up. Ramil and Pun are the parents. Methus is the eldest, who's like responsible and like smart and all that shit. Kiara and Pokpong are like the troublesome duo who are constantly fighting with each other. Yep. And Meccan's the nice youngest one who like everyone likes.
Yep. Exactly.
It is it's like the Brady Bunch in here, except with vampires.
It's the fucking Brady Bunch.
I've never seen the Brady Bunch, though.
Neither have I. I've literally never seen the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. And then he apologizes for Pokpong. And remember, like, it's fine. It's just like a family dynamic. And he's like, yeah, it is. And so they sit down to have family dinner.
Look at this. They're all at the table. They're all just like chilling. It's such a like family dinner. Like, I'm like, this was the moment where I was like, if you fuck with this, I will kill you. Like, please don't fuck with this. I'm so happy right now.
The fact that how many are there? 6, 7? 6. The fact that all 6 of them are now finally getting along and finally on the same page, and all the secrets are out.
Yes.
Going into the finale is a bit worrisome.
It is very worrisome because you know what? If the end of this episode ended perfectly fine and everyone walking off into the sunset, I'd be like, oh well, the next episode is just going to be like a where are they now, or a time jump, or a few months online. It's going to be a fluff finale, and you know what? After all this, I'm totally fine with that. However, it ended on a cliffhanger of dangerous consequences. So I'm scared.
Yeah, I am worried where this will go, but we don't need to worry about this next week. So in the meantime,
Yes.
Ramil says Pun made us dinner, and he's like, "Well, Popon and Kiara helped," and Popon's like, "I cut the carrots," and Kiara's like, "Well, I peeled the garlic. My hands even smell it, Methus," and he just looks at me, he's like, "What?"
He doesn't even like smell it. I literally was about to die. This is probably one of the funniest moments because he's just like, smell. He doesn't even look at him to like put his hand out, and Methus is just looking at him like, no. Like he doesn't say anything. He's just like,
he's just like, I'm not interacting.
He's like, I'm not even gonna attempt to do that. He's just silent and staring at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? It was so good. It's so funny.
Anyway, then Elise catches up with Jet in the hospital, and she's like, "You've been hiding Father here?" And he's kind of just like, "Look, just leave me alone." And she says, "Father is not human.
Yes.
He's the vampire that attacked our orphanage. It wasn't Ramil's group."
I would be like, if you don't believe me, really think about it. His name is fucking Dracul, bro.
I mean,
it's Dracul.
But
that would have been my opening argument.
Fair. And she's like, he's a vampire. And he's just like, that's not true, and walks away. And she's like, think about it. How many years have he been hiding him, lying there like a vegetable? If he was human, he wouldn't be alive right now.
Yeah, he would definitely be dead.
And he pushes past her to leave, and she's like, figure it out, like, realize it.
Yeah.
And as a plot twist, he does.
He does. It started flashing back in, like, tiny little spurts, like, his memory was kind of, like, unlocked with that, like, you need to... I'm wondering if, like, somewhere in his subconscious, he knew this. Like, but, like, outwardly, he didn't want to believe it in a way. Mm-hmm. And now that Elise was like, you need to confront this, it's all, like, all the locks are turning, it's all unlocking, it's all coming back to him, and he's just like, oh fuck, like this has been the guy the whole time.
Yeah, or it was literally just a trauma blockout in his head. Like he got traumatized as a kid, and it all like blocked him. And then once, because this is the first time he's hearing this, because obviously other people have speculated, we speculated, but this is the first time Jet heard Father Dracul is a vampire, and he's like, that's not true. And like she's like, think about it as he walks away, and he does. And he's like, and he starts thinking back, and he's like, shit, I think that was true.
Yep. That's, I love that. That's, I totally agree.
Yeah. And he goes in the room and tells his sister to leave. He wants to be alone. And we see that Dracul is old! Or forgot to.
He's got old man makeup on. Or he's got vampire without blood makeup on.
We don't know. But we see Jet, like, start to cry as he, like, looks at him, realizing that
he's like, this whole time I looked up to you and have been protecting you and trying to avenge you this entire time. And it's all been for nothing because you were the person who destroyed my life anyway. Like, you've been sitting here this whole time and getting away scot-free because I blocked it out. Like, I'd be pissed too.
And he says, it's time to end this, Father. And he takes a pillow and he suffocates him.
Or does he?
Well, I'm wondering, did he re-kill him, which is what woke him up? That's my theory on how he woke up, because obviously we know he's a vampire, he's already dead. So suffocating wouldn't necessarily kill a vampire, but it could, if he's like weak and in like a almost human-ish state, that could like he could have killed him again and woke him up.
It could have been like a computer. It could be the reset button. He turned him off.
Exactly. He essentially rebooted Feratu.
He rebooted him.
And yeah, literally.
Holy shit, he rebooted him. I didn't even think about that.
He revamped Feratu.
He revamped him. Oh my god, it comes full circle.
He revamped Feratu. Jet apologizes as he cries. And then a jump scare when fucking old man hand comes up and grabs his arm. And wakes up with red eyes.
Because, like, he suffocated him. I was like, it can't be that easy, right? I feel like it's not that easy. And then,
yeah.
Oh.
And that's where we end.
He got the big red eyes. I'm worried now. What are the the big red eyes? It's for when, like, usually, like, every time we've seen the big red eyes, isn't it, like, when they're, like, gonna eat blood or drink blood or something like that? That happens?
I think that was just to show, hey, yes, I'm a vampire and I'm probably gonna kill you now.
I still have my powers, and I'm awake now. You should be afraid. And then cut. I'm
Time
like,
to
what do you
finish what I
mean cut?
started like 10 years ago, or 50, how many years ago that was in the orphanage. Time to finish my meal.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
so
no.
Jet's in trouble.
Jet's in trouble. Very much so.
Yeah. So, MVP.
MVP.
I feel like this is fairly obvious.
Yeah, I think it is too.
3, 2, 1, Ramil.
Yep. Absolutely. He went into his mind, and not only did he do what he set out to do, which was to confirm that his brother was Father Dracul, but also he left little like breadcrumbs and things throughout Pun's memory to be like, don't worry, I'll still be here when you wake up, and I want to make sure you find me and this all happens. I'll put this here, I'll put that here, I'll put this here. I've saved you multiple times in your memories. He was working hard this episode, and it paid off.
For sure. Agreed. You got your tier list?
Yes, I do. It has moved around a bit.
Mine did too. I got lots of movement.
I got lots of movement. I've got lots of movement.
I do too. Okay, who wants to start? You want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. Okay, so in my D tier, I have a new bottom of the D tier, because he killed children. Okay? He murdered children. Father Dunk is at the bottom.
Father Dunk, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna keep on with that. It's fun to say. Father Dunk is at the bottom.
Fair, Father Dunk.
And above him are the two twins. That's my D tier. My C tier, no one. B tier, Jess moved up. He's in B tier now. Because we don't like see him yet, in quotes, if hopefully he's alive. We don't see him like say, my bad, I'm not gonna try and kill Ramil anymore because he's not the one who tried to kill him. We haven't seen it. However, the fact that he accepted the fact that Father Dunk was the vampire this whole time and immediately went to kill him spells out good things.
Well, it also contradicts everything you've been saying, that he's so stuck in his ways, that he's just so like not realizing to look at the other picture. But the second he hears that it could be something else, he actually does. He's like, wait a minute. Like, he actually did think about it, and that completely changed everything.
It helps that Elise was the one who told him, because they had it was those two and Pun that were at the orphanage. If it had been someone else telling him, he would have been like, shut the fuck up. But like, I feel like the fact that it came from Elise really helped unlock those memories, because she was there too and shares that trauma. But and yeah, it turns out he wasn't stuck in his ways. It was just the trauma being blocked out. It wasn't him remembering the trauma constantly. It was the fact that he couldn't remember the trauma, or at least all of it, because it had been blocked, whether by Father Dunk or by
trauma,
his own like trauma. Yeah, like his memory, like keeping him sane by blocking it out. So it spells very good things that the second he did click, he was like, oh fuck, nope, he's gotta go then. Like, it didn't take too much to convince him, because he got those memories back. Spells good things. I moved him up to B. Good things. A has nobody in it too, and S has 1,000 people in it now. Elise is a yeah, no. Kiar's at the bottom of S. Sorry, my bad. Kiar's at the bottom of S. He moved up a lot. He was in B. Or C. I think he was in C. I think he was
got
B.
him pretty low. I think he was in C for you.
I think he was in C. He was in B for most of it, and then he went down to C, and then he's moved up now all the way to S. Because all I needed was that one little try from him, just saying,
I told you it was coming. I knew it was coming.
You did know. You never stopped believing in him. I did. So, but honestly, I'm glad. I'm very happy that I got that from him, and I was like, okay, this is good. We're taking steps forward to better, interact with the humans around us.
Right.
And being in the family dynamic helped that as well. Above him is Elise. I had her below him, but like, I realized I really like Elise and how complex her character was throughout this so far. We haven't seen the last episode yet, so I'm curious. But we were like, she's good, no she's bad, no she's good, no she's bad, and there was a question mark for a few episodes. I'm like, what is she doing? But once she like talked to one of the vampires, all she had to do was talk to one of them and be like, oh, maybe they're not like the worst. And also she never stopped like advocating for Pun and his brother, because she knew that he's important to him, and she was like, okay, well then there's the line. Like it like Jet's now taken Pun's brother, like he apparently knows Father Dracul is alive. something's wrong, and she immediately was like on the side of, you know, the vampires that are trying to like stop
Right.
murder from happening. So I liked her character development because she kept me guessing like most of the time, and I like that. Above her is Pok Pong. Love him. Um, I think I don't think he moved technically. Like he moved, but he didn't move. I think what we got from him this episode was fun. It was cute. It wasn't like character building, but it was nice that he's now involved in the family. Above him, Methus has moved up. He was an A. I moved him up to S, and he's in 4th place. Specifically because of the sass that we saw in this episode. It was just there were 2 moments. It was because the sass when Kiara told him to smell his hand, and it was the trying to cover up his laugh when
Kiara's like injured and he's like, ha.
He was like, I'm not gonna laugh, I'm not gonna laugh. Like he was trying so hard. I was like, hey, okay, you're giving me something now. I can see there's like, and Kiara actually called him like the stoic prince, so it is very much in his character to not really give a lot, like to keep a lot of things hidden. So, but the fact that we got those little cracks and we got to see more of his personality when he's not being all stoic was really fun. So he's moved up a lot. Above him is Mekin, still great, still gives good advice, still heals you when you need it. Honestly, an all-around perfect character in my opinion. Like he seems to be great. And honestly didn't change at the top of S here. Ramil is still second and Pun still first because I love what Ramil did in this episode and how he was the MVP. He went through he helped with everything, and all those actions make me want to put him in as so badly. But for some reason, my soul just cannot put Pun lower. I really love Pun. I just like as a character, he's just so like interesting and
right.
Like I want to put Ramil higher. I so badly want to, but every time Pun's on screen, I'm like, let's see what interesting shit we're talking about now. Like I feel really connected to him. So he's still at the top of S. How about your tier list, my friend?
So mine also changed a lot. At my D tier, I have no one.
Oh, interesting.
In my C tier, out of the 2 twins, we didn't get much of them this episode. They kind of stayed the same.
Exactly.
In B, I put Jet.
Okay.
I did the same thing. It was the fact that he actually thought about it once this info was told to him. And the fact that he tried to kill Farad, like he tried, like he gave it his best shot. He full on went for it, and I give mad props for that. Obviously
okay.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
But, so I put him up to from D to B.
Oh dear.
In A, I have Elise because I think she was from B to A, so she did go up 2 as well because she did warn Jet, and like I really did appreciate that, and that kind of sparked Jet's whole thing too as well. So it was like a very like those 2 together really both moved up in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my S tier at the bottom is Kiar. I think he moved. I think I put him in A previously, but now he's back in S. I knew he would come around. I really liked it and I found it a lot more funny than I thought I would. So I really enjoyed it. This whole dysfunctional family is the best.
It's so good.
So I love that. Above him is Pok Pong. Him and Kiar bickering like brothers is hilarious and was so funny.
Perfect.
Above him is Mekin. I love that he was there to heal, like there, and like he kind of gave Kiara shit even as he's like injured and shit. He's like those are baby wounds. Come on now. Like
yeah,
he's just like,
come on now.
Like,
you can get over
because,
it.
Because that's how they are. That's how like all the vampire brothers are with each other.
Exactly.
So it's so fun to see, and like I love that even if one's like dying pretty much, he's like, it's fine.
Yeah, even though he's like laying there going, I'm almost dead. He's like, come the fuck on, they're baby scratches. Like they're still acting like siblings. That doesn't change just because the situation has maybe.
Yeah.
It's a steady line through the show.
And then above him is Methus. Again, like you said, he was very sassy this episode, and I love that. Yeah, and plus again, he's the one who alerted Elise. He's the one who's very much the go-between. He's a go-between guy between the vampire and the hunters, and I really rate that role for him.
Yeah, I sometimes feel like I sometimes take that for granted. I sometimes don't remember that, but he's mainly the one who's been in contact with Elise this whole time and going like he if he wasn't talking to Elise, they'd have no like line to the hunters to try and stop any more,
well, Elise and like from the start, he's the artist who got the museum. Like he was there from the beginning. Like, so he really has been throughout this whole show, and I do think we both have taken that for granted a bit. But this episode kind of reminded me of that. So Love
As I
him.
said,
He's
like,
great.
because he's the stoic prince, like, I felt like I wasn't getting much from him, but he was working behind the scenes this whole time, and I feel like I was more focusing on the characters that were, like, outwardly showing a lot of emotion, but he still did
Yeah.
a lot of work, so, yeah, I feel like we did take him a little for
Yeah.
granted.
Above him is Fratu.
Jesus fucking Christ, he killed children. He killed children!
Yes, he did.
Babies! Tiny little
He did.
5-year-olds!
I'm not disagreeing with that. But he is just so fun. And, like, honestly, he kind of gave me a jump scare at the end when he reached up and grabbed Jet's arm. I was like, oh my god. Like, I thought he was going to walk away, and then he opened his eyes and be like a, like no one knew thing. But, like, the fact that he's like, hey, I'm back. Like, I'm going to finish what I started. And really seeing his whole interaction with Ramil was so fun. Like, he is such a fun, evil psycho character, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, I feel like we don't get the fun chaotic one in Heart Killers, and we get like the like kind of shy but like learning to be not shy and hidden agenda. But I don't think we've ever seen him as like a crazy villain before, which is really cool.
No, I love some crazy villains. Like
I
you
know
know
you
that
love some
I
crazy
love
villains.
crazy villains, and
You
he
love
is.
Chris.
He is psycho, and like he kills children, sure, but
Psycho.
he's a vampire, and you gotta eat who you gotta eat. You know,
You gotta eat
they were there. He was hungry.
Technically, no, because Ramil's fine and he doesn't drink human blood. So
Well, he doesn't have the morals Ramil does.
That's true. He doesn't. They're out the window.
Yeah, yeah. So I do love him, and I'm excited to see how this final fight goes.
Yeah.
Above him is Pun. Pun's great. Love Pun. Nothing wrong with him.
Yep.
And at top is still Ramil. Him planting all those seeds was incredible. Like, that was so cool to watch. I was like, oh my god, I'm loving this already, and we haven't got an orphanage yet, which was the big thing. Like,
it was the big thing.
Explained everything, and I loved it.
I feel like for the first like 20 minutes of the episode, I was every like 2 minutes I was going, oh my god, no way, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Right.
Like, I was like so connected.
No, me too.
You know what would be funny if
Oh god.
if we were like, oh, I feel like we've taken Methus for granted, and the next episode he was like, surprise, it was me the whole time, and I would be like, never mind. Like, I'm sorry, Methus, my bad, and then he you know, would also be like, no, that would be funny. You know what would be sad? If we say, I'm sorry we took you for granted and called you evil this whole time, and then he fucking
And then
dies.
he dies. No, that is something, like,
I hate that I just spoke that into existence.
but real talk though, if one of the 6 is gonna die, I feel like it's most likely gonna be him.
I feel like it's gonna be him because,
oh my god, he's gonna sacrifice himself to save Ramil.
oh god, I bet
He's gonna do what his own little servant couldn't. Like, his servant betrayed him, but he was so loyal to Ramil. Like, that's what's gonna happen. I predicted it already. I can see it now. You know, Dracula's about to like stab him with like the blade or whatever, and then Meth is like, no, his speed will come in. He will speed run in front of him.
Oh, he would. He would totally do that.
Okay,
oh,
damn it,
no.
Methus dies.
The loyalty is what's going to get him in the end, which has been his whole character this entire time, is loyalty, which would make sense if it ended that way too.
And that might push Ramil over the edge to kill Dracula, or Ratu, or Father Dunk, or whatever you want to call him.
It very well might. And like, here's the thing, I feel like there's a like, it was like, I want to say for me a 60 to 70% chance that he was like, there was going to be a plot twist and he was evil. For me, like, I was like, it's a very big possibility because he has been mentioning he wants to kill him. But now, after seeing like the little giggle and the like, you want me to smell your hand? What the fuck? I feel like after seeing little more bits of his personality in this episode, it's now down to like a 2% chance that he's evil. Like, it's.
Well, I don't think he's evil, but I think he wants Dracula or Fratu dead.
Whatever the twist would be.
And I do think it's because he was betrayed by his closest person, and maybe Ramil and Dracula were really close back in the day before he went and betrayed him. And so he's like, look, someone like that needs to die, because otherwise you'll die. That's what happened to me. And that's why. So I don't think he's evil.
Not evil, but like,
I could see him going against Ramil to kill Fratu.
I feel like I could before. I don't anymore. After seeing more of his personality shine through, I feel like that chance has been knocked down. Like, I feel like if anything, I feel like he very well could sacrifice himself.
It would be so sad if Methus is like, you know, he like goes to Fratu and he's like, look, my master is giving you a chance to live, so I will abide by that, and try to give you a second chance, and he'll be like, nah, and like Feratu will kill him. That would be sad.
I'm literally, if he dies, I'm gonna be like, King, I'm so sorry. I thought you were evil. I thought you were gonna go on a killing spree with him. I'm so sorry, bestie. I'm so sorry.
So I feel like we both pretty much confirmed that Methus is gonna die.
Oh,
which is good, because if he doesn't, then it's great. But like, at least we're prepared. We're preparing ourselves for that.
We can emotionally prepare. It's fine. Let's emotionally prepare just in case.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, don't.
Anyway, that was our recap of Revamp The Undead Story, episode 9, the penultimate episode.
Yes.
Join us next week for Revamp The Undead Story, episode 10, the finale.
I can't believe we're at the finale already. This series was so short.
It's so good.
It's so short, but like, this is the point. You don't. Here's the thing. The Next Prince had more episodes, and we still were going, if there were more episodes, maybe they could have like done this better. This is proof that even if there are shorter amount of episodes, you can still pack it with the perfect amount of story and answer all the questions.
Honestly, The Next Prince would have benefited from being like 12 episodes maybe, and cutting out a lot of stuff that they weren't going to go back on to. Like,
I feel like, here's the thing, I feel like there are a similar amount, like if you take out the royal dads or whatever, I feel like there's a similar amount of characters when you focus on the couples. There's a similar amount of characters. However, this show knows what it's doing with each character's storyline, and how much to give us, and how much to put them in a situation where like there could be a breakup or what have you, whatever the storyline ends up being. I think in The Next Prince, they decided to give everyone a possible big storyline right at the beginning, and then they chose not to focus on any of the storylines aside from the main couple. So it left us with a lot of unanswered questions and not really understanding a couple of personalities. But we understand who each character is in this show, because we've gotten everyone's backstory. We know the gist of what everyone's goals are, as far as we know, as episode 9, and everything makes sense because they know how that they've thought about each character individually and know exactly what to put in the show for them. So I hate to be dragging The Next Prince down, but like, this is proof that it's still doable even with less episodes.
Yeah, and I'll talk more about it next week after the show wraps up. But I do feel right now what everything you're saying, I do agree with. But I do want to wait till episode 10, wait till it's all over, wait till we see everything. The good news is, what The Next Prince in the show that shall not be named didn't do, Revamp is doing by having this huge thing that's going to happen next episode.
Yes, like all the
there is
finale
something
episodes,
exciting and big that's going to happen next episode that we are looking forward to.
If there wasn't, like, as I was saying before, if there wasn't that little ending bit, I would have been like, well, the next episode's going to finish it in like fluffy way. It's going to be one episode of fluff, which I'd be fine with since we've been moving the story along pretty well. But the fact that it ended with that to tell us, hey, next episode there might be consequences to actions, is great, because all the other shows that we have mentioned, those two gave us like fluff for most of the show, and like the last episode was fluff when it didn't need to be. Like, there could have been shit. Like, I feel like a lot of shows these days make last episode fluffy.
I'm going to stop you right there. I know exactly what you're saying. We are going to talk about it next week, because again, I want to make sure we get this beginning to end before we start, because that's what we did with Next Prince.
Yes.
We like praised it, how great this was, and then it slowly started so I want to I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you right now. Yep. I want to wait till after episode 10, wait till we fully finish this show, and then we can dive into that, because I have a lot to say about that as well.
Exactly.
And
we're not
sure
going
we're
to
in
jinx
agreement,
it.
so.
Yeah, we're not going to jinx it. We're not going to, like, I just think, all I say is it's a good sign that the episode ended like this.
They gave us something to look forward to. That is exciting and plot heavy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Anyway, join us next week, where we will be recapping Revamp The Undead Story, episode 10, the finale, and we'll go all into it.
All into it.
So we will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.